Hello everyone, welcome to this lecture 5 in my series on counselling and interpersonal skills, and in this lecture we're going to talk about summarising and also about asking artful questions. So let me start with summarising first. It's very straightforward, I don't have to say much about it. A summary is, if you like, a big paraphrase. At the end of a period of talking, it's often useful to clarify what the client has been saying by offering them a summary of what's been said. So we identify the main parts in what the client is saying and we reflect that back to them so that they can hear it for themselves. The advantages of that, well, we get to show that we've understood and that we've been listening. We offer the client an opportunity to correct our assumptions. We allow them to add more information or to correct something that they've said, and we encourage them to go on and say some more. So that's the idea behind summary then. At the end of a period of conversation, we summarise what the client has been said by taking out the main parts and reflecting them back to the client. That's what we need by summary. I want to talk about questions now. Asking questions should really carry a bit of a government health warning, and there are some branches of counselling, like the person-centred approach, who almost eschew questions altogether. But I think they can be useful and they can be therapeutic if they're used in the right way. But the first thing to remember about questions is that the person asking the question is the one in control of the session, and too many questions will turn the session into an interview. So that's worth bearing in mind. Remember that if you're asking questions, there's a chance that rapport can be damaged. There's a chance that you are the one setting the agenda and controlling the discussion. And also there's a chance that the client may feel obliged to give you information that they really weren't prepared to give. So for those reasons, questions must carry a bit of a health warning. But used wisely, used therapeutically and for the right reasons, I think questions can be really useful. Now the way I picture questions is something like this. Imagine your question is a filter or a way of focusing the client's attention. It's like a searchlight, and it moves along and through the client's representation of the world and encourages the client to focus their attention on bits of their representation that they have maybe missed out on. Neuro-linguistic programming in the 1970s studied some of the great therapists in America: Milton Erickson, Virginia Satir, Fritz Perls, and they discovered that it was the type of question that they asked which seems to make the difference, because the type of question they asked recovered information from the client's view of the world which had been deleted or generalized or somehow distorted. Because it's not the world that makes us depressed, but our representation of the world, the way that we view the world. That's the thing that causes the depression. So clever questioning can recover from the deep structure of meaning around us some of the things that have been deleted and generalized when we filter out all that information that's given to us every second of the day. So questions then can be used artfully to recover information that has been deleted and give a richer, fuller picture of the client's view of the world. We can focus the client's attention on their past, on the present, or on the future. We can focus the client's attention on the problem state or the solution by the kind of questions we ask. And we can also ask questions that have with them a presupposition. For example, if someone comes to see me, I might ask them, what positive changes have they noticed over the last 7 days? Now, the presupposition is that there have been some positive changes. It's just a matter of them noticing and reporting back to me what those changes are. So the kind of question we ask and the kind of presupposition that there is within that question can be really effective. So I'd like you to think about questions. Remember that they do carry a health warning, but they can be therapeutic, and it's the type of question you ask which is all important, that it's for the good of the client, not just to feed your own curiosity. That seems particularly important. Thanks.